water is the source of life. Many of the world's great rivers have nurtured great civilizations, and they are important sources of the world's civilizations today. Yellow River, China's second longest river, originating from the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau, the roof of the world, is known as the Mother River of China. With a total length of 5,464 kilometers, it flows through 9 provinces, including Sichuan, Gansu, and Shanxi. Its N-shaped river channel looks like the ancient Chinese cultural totem, the dragon. Nature has shaped the magnificent landscapes along the Yellow River, while the ancient Chinese civilization has brought along rich cultural imprint and unique folk customs, creating a shining landscape corridor across China, the Yellow River Tourism Belt. Tourism is an experience of culture. As the most important river in China, Yellow River is a carrier of unique ecology, history, and culture, and it brings tourists around the world a variety of destinations to visit. Melody, Marcus, and Felice have all lived in China for a long time. Out of a keen interest in Chinese culture and nature, they have embarked on a journey across time and space. They will travel from Sichuan, Shanxi, and Gansu respectively to appreciate the culture and beautiful scenery along the Yellow River. Sichuan is located in the hinterland of southwest China. To its west is the majestic Qinghai-Tibet Plateau, and in its east is the beautiful Sichuan Basin. Geological changes over hundreds of millions of years have created the magnificent natural scenery of Sichuan. Qinghai-Tibet Valley is a masterpiece of nature. Here, you may find soaring mountains and gorgeous lakes. More than 100 lakes scatter here and there, which are colorful and crystal clear. Locals affectionately call the lakes tiny seas.
他们有很多海，特别漂亮。我觉得是我世界上看到最美的地方。
Qinghai-Tibet Valley is reputed as the most attractive water landscape across China. It's China's only tourism destination laureled as World Natural Heritage and World Biosphere Reserve. Easterners call it Paradise on Earth, while Westerners prefer to call it Fairyland.
其实每天就这个有不一样的颜色，听那些鸟，会听那个水声，还有这个大自然的声。
The mysterious, enchanting blue lakes and fantastical sceneries over changing seasons may refresh the mind of each visitor. The magical nature has been generous to Sichuan, where clusters of splendid landscapes exist and diverse wildlife habitat cozily. Wulong Giant Panda Nature Reserve is located in Aba Prefecture. It has the largest panda population density in the world.
我最初为什么会喜欢中国，是因为大熊猫。一直想要再去四川，因为我知道我一定要找我的大熊猫朋友。
Giant pandas are a national treasure of China, and they appeared on Earth 8 million years ago, hence are seen as living fossil.
在这个基地里面是特意去训练这些大熊猫。
The average lifespan of wild giant pandas is about 20 years, while that of human-raised pandas is about 30 years. Bamboo is the favorite food of giant pandas, and an adult giant panda can eat as many as 15 kilos of bamboo every day.
我真的 对那个大熊猫很近，它们一直盯着我们，然后一直玩啊，吵架。
Wulong Giant Panda Nature Reserve, inscribed on the World Natural Heritage List in 2006. It's a paradise for giant pandas. Great rivers start with small streams. The Yellow River originates from the snow-capped mountains and glaciers, and it flows down through the grassland and wetlands. Sichuan is an important water-conserving area in the upper reaches of the Yellow River. From west to east, the Yellow River flows through 5 counties under Ganzi and Aba prefectures. In the depth of grassland in Aba, where the Yellow River flows by, pearl-like natural lakes scatter here and there.
我印象很深刻的也是我到花湖的时候。
Chut, ne faites pas de bruit, il y a plein de petits oiseaux ici.
那边的湿地很多，很舒服，说不清楚那种感觉，就是大自然和动物的这种 harmony。
The Yellow River stretches its body around the highest peak in the east of Bayanha Mountains, and it draws a beautiful curve on the Doiga wetland.
这次旅行就是跟黄河的一种相遇嘛。刚到红原原然文的时候，就突然那个天气特别好，然后我在那边就盯了很久，感觉特别美，还有那个风。
White River, a tributary of the Yellow River, flows in a crescent-like channel on the grassland of Hongyuan, bringing the beautiful Moon Bay.
"其实我对黄河特别感兴趣，我一直觉得黄河特别迷人，我也想更多的了解黄河。我很想知道黄河到底对中国人来说是什么关系。 黄河对中国人是什么？
Tens of thousands of clean streams flowing eastward against such a magnificent scenery. The Yellow River composes its first splendid chapter on the plateau.
黄河就去18湾的场面也对我来说也是很重要的时刻。那个时候我也是等了很久，因为我必须要去看它的那边的日落。
The White River converges into the Yellow River in Tanke Township, which creates the most beautiful curve of Yellow River in Sichuan. Unlike the elegant beauty of Sichuan, the wind and sand bring a special scenery to Gansu. To the west of Mogao Caves in Dunhuang, there is a legendary Mingsha Hill of sands. Within its arms, a crescent-shaped spring flows. The spring has an ancient name of Well in the Sands, also known as Crescent Spring. It has been one of the top 8 views of Dunhuang since the Han Dynasty. With many legends circulating, Mingsha Hill gets its name due to the sand movement, which makes a roar when the wind blows. Dancing with sandstorms for thousands of years, the Crescent Spring is like a piece of jade in vast sands, never dries up. Looking at Dunhuang on top of the pyramid-like hill, one's mind may be haunted by vicissitudes over thousands of years, which leave behind the footprints of civilizations. The natural scenery of Gansu is magnificent, just like the folklore here. It's ardent but not swanky, surprising people in an unconscious way. Danxia landscape is located in Jiangye. It ranks among the 10 geological wonders of the world, with natural beauty outshining any decorations.
七彩丹霞被称为中国最美的丹霞地貌，色彩非常鲜艳，就像用一支巨大的画笔画出一道红、一道橙、一道黄。
Red color is the primary feature of Danxia landform, which was formed between the Jurassic and Tertiary periods, after weathering and erosions of red sandstones over a long time. Danxia landform is discovered and named by Chinese scholars. Its name comes from a poem by Xiao Pi in the Han Dynasty, meaning the brilliant sunglow in the sky, which has a Chinese feature at its birth.
"一条看不到边境的公路，远方看起来就像一个虚幻的世界，就像来到了火星，一切都感觉那么不真实。"
Millions of years of wind and sand activities in Dunhuang dried up the lakes, buried countless marks of civilization, and shaped a dreamlike desert wonder. Dunhuang Yadang National Geopark is nicknamed as Devil Town. It's the most representative Yadang landform in China, shaped by wind and sand abrasions over 700,000 years. The landform has a huge scale and peculiar geomorphology, known as the Geological Museum of the Desert.
在夕阳的照射下，这片文化的世界呈现出了各种各样的形态。有的像孔雀开屏，有的像猴子观海，更有的像一支庞大的舰队在海上航行。
The sun and moon rise and set against the dark Gobi. The pale red earth platforms seem to be more mysterious and fantastical. Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu once famously wrote, "Tao operates based on laws of nature." In Shanxi, Yellow River plays a significant role in shaping the landscapes. Many distinctive views on the Loess Plateau are Yellow River related, and they interact with each other in harmony. Located in Jiaxian County of northern Shanxi, Xianglu Temple once ranked among the top 8 views of Jiazhou for its sunset. It has a history of more than 400 years.
The Xianglu Temple is a very unique one. It's the closest temple to the Yellow River all over China.
The temple faces the Yellow River to the east, and 3 sides of the temple are cliffs, making it like a high-legged incense burner, Xianglu. It's seen as the first wonder along the Yellow River, which, with its magical power, creates many landscapes on the stretching Loess Plateau.
On Shangguan Bay, the Yellow River has a very big curve with a very big mountain. It's a very unique place, especially in the morning, like when the sun rises, it has a very special atmosphere.
Jiankun Bay, also known as Qinghai Bay, is part of a national geopark of curling Yellow River in Yanchuan. Flowing all its way down from the snowy mountains, the Yellow River becomes tranquil and peaceful at this huge bend.
I was standing there for quite a while with my bike, and I had time to really see the Yellow River going through the scenery far back, far to the other side.
Legend tells that the Chinese ancestor Fuxi, in search of ways to civilization, came to Yanzhuan from Tianshui, Gansu. Being inspired by the beautiful scene balancing movement and tranquility, he created the Taiji diagram depicting yin-yang harmony.
The Yellow River is very, very important for China because it allows growing civilization, farming land and bringing life to certain places where basically China all started.
The saying that the Yellow River flows into a pot depicts the Hukou waterfall of the Yellow River, which is the largest yellow waterfall worldwide and known as the top wonder of the Yellow River. When the Yellow River reaches this area, a majestic 10-mile dragon waterway is formed. For thousands of years, the rapids and waterfalls creates wonders at Hukou, featuring fine water sprays and mists.
I was standing there and I saw and I heard the massive power. You can feel the power of the nature, the power of the water.
Rivers breed civilizations. The interactions between the Yellow River and people starts the history of Chinese civilization and established the identity of the Chinese nation. Nature is a born artist, which brings this land enormous vitality and vigor.